Okay, so I've got a Hover X1, which I've owned since Prime Day, I guess July, and I just got the DJI Neo, and I've been playing around with this for a couple days. Even managed to get it stuck in that tree and figured out a clever way of getting it down after I tried using a very long stick. But what I'm going to do is kind of give a quick demonstration of the video quality that many people have probably already shown you, and I'll do a longer, in-depth video of how I like both drones and where they fit in my quiver. So I'm going to do a zoom out, as they call it, for the Hover Air, and I'm going to do the droney shot. Both rise, and I think one at 10 meters and the other one, no, one at 6 meters and the other one at about the same distance. So here we go.
20 feet. Zoom
Okay,
out.
20 feet, which is about 6 meters. What I like about the X1 is that it shows, if you hope you can see the light, you can see that it's recording. Where on the Neo, you cannot see that it's recording. You just have to assume that it's recording you. Seems like a small detail, but it is handy, especially when you're new to flying. And the other thing I like about it is it folds so small. And so, before this thing powers off, let's try this.
Circle.
Oh, sorry.
Rocket. Spotlight. Helix. Follow. Droney. 6 meters. Droney. 3, 2, 1.
And then you can see the difference in the sound. And we'll compare and contrast the video quality. See, you can't really see that it's recording you. I'm just assuming it is. This is a little bit quieter. If I had to do it all over again, I guess this is a spoiler alert. If I had to do it all over again, oh shit, I would only get the Neo because the price difference, even the current price of the X1 can't compete with $199. I think they still want $350 for this. At Prime Day, you know, the price hadn't dropped very much. I went ahead and got the bundle kit that came with the camera and an extra battery. Honestly, I don't use it. I use pretty quick shots and don't really need the second battery, 20/20 hindsight. So learning from my mistakes, I didn't do that with this. And supposedly this has longer battery life, though I have not experienced that yet. Took a while for this thing to charge up, even on a high-speed charger. Not sure what was that all about. The battery was almost completely dead when I got this. And one thing I do like about the X1 is it folds much, much, much smaller. You can almost see. Can you see? It's just, this is way more travel friendly. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's kind of ruining my intended
Fly in
video.
well-lit. Textured environments.
Oops. But I'm going to do another shot. My favorite.
Circle. Rocket. Spotlight. Helix.
Helix. I like the Helix, and the X1 does not have that. What the Helix is basically a circle shot, but it goes in an ever increasing size diameter of a circle. And to demonstrate,
4 meters.
4 meters.
Helix.
This is how actually
2,
I got the drone stuck in the tree. I did it for the full 10 meters, and can you see it? Trying to track it with the sound, and cancel face tracking. Okay, it is going around, and it actually hit the tree and totally just died, like way farther than I could get. And in fact, I had to start it to get it to unstick itself, which was a Hail Mary on my part, because it was just literally like 2 feet out of my reach that I felt comfortable with on a, I think it was a 10-foot, not 12-foot tall step ladder, and with a very long pole. It was actually, and just couldn't reach it. If I really, really, really wanted to, I could have reached it. But I was like, man, what if I just, it was still powered up. It hadn't cut off yet, thank goodness. And I said, well, what if I just kind of start it and see if it'll break itself free. And sure enough, it did. It just get enough lift on the propellers, got it out of the branches, and then just fell down because I think it jostled itself free and it just fell out of the ground. And I think I caught it, but thank goodness it was on the grass that it fell and not the concrete patio, which would have sucked. Okay, so now I'm doing a bird's eye view of the X1. And I've done it with the DJI Neo. I think they call that rocket. One thing I do like is that the X1 seems to be a little bit more confident in its landing and tracking, if that makes sense. There's like this kind of hesitation with the Neo that it seems like it's like, what do I do? Where the X1 is pretty darn self-assured, and it's like, I'm gonna go right there. And of the time, I've used this quite a bit now and gotten some awesome shots that would not have been possible without it. And every single time, with maybe the exception of the first time, just only because I wasn't used to it, that I never kind of doubted like what it was doing. Where this guy, in the short bit of time I've had, he seems kind of hesitant about like what exactly it's trying to accomplish. But like I said, man, the price difference, $199 to $350 or whatever that is, it's like 50% more, over 50% more. Like that's hard to justify. The difference, and you're willing to put up a lot. Plus, you can really manually control this way better than the X1. But yeah, so like I said, I'll do a little more in-depth review both later, along with everyone else's video. But these are my observations. 1. Rocket. I love how it kind of just goes up, up, and 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 you're like, whoa, that's really high. By the way, the amount of lift, downforce of air that you can feel on your head, especially when you're bald like me, is quite impressive. And yeah, the shots you get from these rocket and these bird eye is pretty impressive. Yeah, and see, this is where, okay, now it's coming down at a rather rapid rate, and it kind of hesitates, it hangs. Where, and see, there, it's like, where am I, where's your hand? Where the X1 is a little more self-assured. It's like, I see you, bro, I got you, and I'm coming down. Not a big deal, easily modify with firmware updates. That's just something I've noticed. The X1, granted, it's been around a lot longer. It's a little more self-assured. I don't know if you can see it, but there's an ant that is inside the drone. He was probably freaked out. I was like, yo, I didn't sign up for being 130 meters in the air. Pretty funny. It's kind of neat to watch the gimbal center. What else we got? Anything cool?
Spotlight. Helix. Follow.
Yeah, let's do a follow.
Medium.
Oh, they see the guy. Oh, he's
3,
on the propeller.
1.
The ant. Great. So this is follow, and I'm gonna have it track me. Is it tracking me? Yeah, it's doing a pretty good job. Took a while to track. Whoa, yo! That ant. I'm kind of curious if the ant. Oh, he's kind of lost. Oh, there it is. It got me. Stopping. Whoa! Hit the brakes. I'm a cyclist, and unfortunately, this isn't fast enough. Neither of them are fast enough to track me, but whether or not it's really worth me investing on an X1 Pro remains to be seen. Though, since I'm a one-man show, I might have to do that. And speaking of tracking, I've had great success with, I would say it exceeded my expectations, the tracking of the X1. I've done some track bike workouts, and I'm doing it in the street, so I'm really pushing my luck about having a car come by and whack this. But I've actually been very impressed with how well it tracks, and I've gotten a couple cool shots with it. Even if the tracking wasn't perfect, it was still a shot that I could not have gotten without it, or without an extremely convoluted tracking with the Osmo Action and a giant tripod that had been anchored so it wouldn't blow over, which sucks. One of my pet peeves, and right out of the box, this is probably not a great auspicious start, is how to turn it on. It has a little sticker on it right in front of the USB charging port that tell you, charge it up before you use it, and when you're reading the directions on how to turn the thing on, it's not intuitive at all. If someone is watching this and thinks that, Will, you're an idiot, this is how you do it, please tell me. But it's kind of like this push, pause, push and hold for it to turn on. I get why you want to do that, so you don't falsely turn it on. But in my opinion, the X1 turns on way better, and the advantage of why you want an autonomous drone is to grab what they call quick shots. It's in fact, quick shots is one of the things they list inside the app for the DJI Fly app. And so getting the X1 up and running is really lightning fast. Where this, if you screw up and you don't pause, you have to start the process all over again. So maybe I can show you what I mean if I screw this up. And again, if someone can explain to me explain the startup process to me like a 2-year-old, I would appreciate it. So here is the on-off button. It's clearly on the opposite side of where the camera is, so you can't get it mixed up. So you push, see the lights, and you push it again, and then it kind of then now you see the propellers moving, and then it's on. But only until you hold it on, and then that happens. And now it's ready to fly. And to turn it off, and it's like, is it off? What's it going? And it's not. It's like, you would think holding it down like that would turn it off, but it does not. Yeah, see, not intuitive at all. And when you're in a hurry or like something's going on and you're flustered, I can see how this could be frustrating. And I think I got it. Yeah, I mean, that seems convoluted, where this, just unfold it in my hand, totally off, right? Hold it till the power light comes on, and then you don't even need to hold it that long, and it's ready to go. It's the only safety is, there it goes, you heard the hit, and then you would just push, hold the power button, and it's ready to go. To check the battery power, you just tap the power button and it'll just, blink how many LED lights are on. But it's just holding it for just a little bit longer brings it on. And I appreciate that. It's a much more simpler way of turning it on. I've jammed this in a bag all day walking through Paris. Jammed it in a jersey pocket in my bike while I'm riding. Jammed it in a backpack walking around with Betsy, or in my pocket. And never once did it come on. And not that anything would happen. It's since the propellers are closed, and the lens is incredibly robust, in my opinion. It's just something about it. It never seems to get any dust on it or fingerprints. And I don't treat it gingerly at all. But that's one thing I like about the X1, of its simple powering on.